So hello everyone. This is Group 50. Me Vivek Adhikari.
And myself, Karan Giri.
And myself, Anil Dura.
And we have a presentation on DK Smith Electronics and its failure. How did the market collapse for the DK Smith Electronics? And as an introduction, DK Smith started its electronics company in 1968 and developed largely in New Zealand and Australia in the retailers market. And it was after its huge popularity, it was taken over by Woolworths in 1982 after their success. And but the Dick Smith organization, its electronic organization, started facing some difficulties around 2012 after it was purchased by a private equity, and the company finally came to collapse in 2016. Uh, After they didn't meet the company, they didn't meet the governmental ethics. Yeah, and as for the financial practical practices and ethical issues, as a company, the company should be trustworthy among the people and its consumer. Financial records are manipulated to increase the worth of the firm. Financial records shows where the firm stands, where the company stands. In the end of the fiscal year, the company has a fiscal year report or like balance sheet, and it should be shown or published in the company website and should be trustworthy among the people. Inventory in the Dick Smith case, inventory evaluation resulted in 600 million write down in 2015. The company was down valued by 60 million around 2015, and it was not taken properly, not handled properly. That's why the company came to collapse. And taking advantage of creditors, employee, and inventors, ethical break. And we also have altruism, altruism, sorry. A few people benefits versus many people losses. In the case where the company is not, mm, what can I say? In the case where the company is not uh, open to its people, only few people can get benefited, and there is many people lost. If the company is open about its plan and policy, many people can be benefited, shareholders and even the consumers. But in the Dick Smith case, it was different. So just few people got benefited, and they had losses for the many people, as they also lost their job. And after some few times, the company didn't get any investors, creditors, and employee as well. Yeah. And for the other one, corporate government's failure. Aggressive financial strategies were made possible by poor governance. In the Dick Smith case, its product financial planning was handled by a very poor governance. 2013 IPO, lacking financial transparency, yet valued at 520 million. The company was lacking its financial transparency, but still the company was valued at 520 million. We point on this ethical term ethics. Anchor puts profit ahead of obligation to stakeholders. Yeah, they put their profit in front of the Anchor put profits ahead of obligation, and even though there is obligation, they put profit ahead of that to stakeholders. And the main reason why Dick Smith came to downfall was failure to guarantee accountability and sustainable growth, because it was not handled properly, and it came to fail in 2016. And from now on, my friend Karan will describe other slide.
Thank you, Vivek. This is me, Karan. So, as my friend already said, like, why this company's downfall, yeah? Why this company get collapse. So, I'm gonna share you one, two more points about it. And that business doesn't follow about the private equity practices and ethics. So, I'm going to tell you like a few points on it. The strip and Philip approach involves swiftly purchasing, recognizing, and selling. And there is another point as well. Long-term stability was engineered by short-term financial engineering. and ethics or virtue viewpoints, absence of integrity, responsibility, and equity as well. And I'm going to see about impact as well, impact of it, like ethics and private equity. So there's an occurrence guarantee enormous revenue, and there is significant losses with incurred by small investor, creditors, and employees. So after that, you go for next year. And there's also stakeholder impact because of the private equity. So there is lots of impact on the stakeholders and who were most harmed. I'm going to tell you about that. More than 3,000 people like employee they lost their job, and following the stock fall, and the share market also fell down. Like shareholders lost their money, suppliers and creditors, like financial difficulties are resulted from unpaid bills, consumers lost trust, retailers lost trust, and retailers as well. And there is losses of gift cards and warranties. So and so there is regulatory and market consequences. So I'm going to tell you about the result of that one. And there is a lot of effect on financial markets, like IPO failure. So they just raise IPO and then it does not go through like as they want, you know, because of the company downfall. They reduce the confidence in IPO support by private equity. Because as you know, like before, they give only the private equity and ethics. I've already explained about that things, and this highlight the danger of focus on short and poor governance. And there is a regulatory omissions as well, like dubious financial practices. It means there is the doubt of financial practices. They are not uh, they are not like properly showing their files. It's not like transparent. And then so there is like insufficient monitoring as well. So they don't know how to, like they don't want to monitor. So there is not a specific person for the monitor of that business. So they are doing carelessness. So that's why they got collapse. And then there's highlight the necessity of more stringent IPO laws and financial. Well, can you go for next point, Vivek, please?
Yeah.
After that,
Thank you, my friend Karan, for the wonderful presentation. And my friend Anil will continue. What are the key lessons for businesses, please?
Thank you so much, my friend Vivek Adhikari and Karan Giri. Today I am here to talk about key lesson for business. Number point is leadership ethics and corporate governance. So for the leadership ethics and corporate governance, there should be their financial plans, which are very necessary for the businesses. And the transparency and accountability are also crucial. So according to the number two, more strict regulations are also required for the businesses. In the regulation, improved IPO safety guard for investors and more stringency guidelines for private equity businesses are very important. And according to number three, model of stakeholders, certain businesses, they will encourage sustainability above immediate financial gain for the businesses.
Yeah.
So at the last, for our conclusion, biggest collapse or case study is corporate failures. So another one more point is long-term damage due to dishonest financial reporting and governance. According to the another conclusion, the example highlights the following, which is the need of moral leadership and the necessity of financial opponents and more strong safeguard for stakeholders. So all the companies that wanted to be a success in the long run must put the ethics first.
Yeah.
So this is all the conclusion for our report.
Yeah.
I would like to hand Vivek Adhikari for the rest of the
Yeah.
report.
Thank you, my friend Anil, for the conclusion. In the end, I would like to say the company needs more trustworthy, more valuable employee in the company to run profitably and in a safe ethics following the government policy. When the company doesn't follow what the government wants from the companies running around the country, they face financial difficulties, so they might come to collapse. The problem with Dicky Smith was they were not open to people. People started to lose the trust in them, so they came to the downfall. And it was also poorly managed and handled by the company on people. There was no keeping things around the office. It was going out of the office. So later on, other company also started to imitate or like bring new products as Dicky Smith was already providing the service. So the market became more wider and people started to make other options to use in daily life. So at the end, I'd like to say thank you to our teacher and our friends as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you.